beautiful Aries, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for August 2023. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Aries, this is your monthly reading for August. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. But as you're probably acutely aware, we have already entered Leo season. August increases your passion for all things and sets your soul on fire. It's a very powerful influence this month. It helps enhance your energy, focus, and really encourages you to find more fun in your life doing the things that you love. Follow your heart and extend your compassion to all the people that you meet. Now you are at the center stage of your life this month as more opportunities to live your best life flow towards you. You may feel more compelled to travel, get creative, book that class, party or barbecue with friends, try new things, and soak up the season of abundance and rekindle that lust for life. However, of course, as usual, it's not all plain sailing. This month could see some pretty unusual bumps in the road due to a difficult planetary alignment. We have a supermoon. It's a super full moon on the 1st or 2nd of August, depending on where you are in the world at the moment. We also have a new moon on the 16th of August and a rare super blue moon on the 30th or 31st of August. Now, that's 3 major lunations that can really affect your energy in a very positive and also negative way. You may feel more sensitive than usual. It may interfere with your sleeping patterns, and you may also feel a little bit more drained than usual as well. Now, of course, with every negative, there is, of course, a positive. It's time to use that extra gravitational pull energy to attract more of what your heart desires into your world. Now, we do have Uranus squaring the new moon on the 16th, which can lead to some unpredictable surprises. New moons are all about beginnings, of course, and Uranus is all about shocks and waking you up to, the cold light of day. So when these two get together, it can mean that some of those new beginnings are forced upon you, requiring you to be extra flexible. So for example, and I'm just giving you a really basic example that I've been giving the collective, if you know that there's a food substance that doesn't quite agree with you, it may come to a critical climax this month, and that Uranus energy really forces you to cut it out forever and embrace a new lifestyle choice because you may become allergic to it. So Uranus is all about, as I said, shocks to awaken you to the reality of a situation that needs to be either cut out of your life or changed in some way. So whether that's a situation, a person, or a way of living, Uranus really forces your hand to make the changes necessary for your greater good. Now, on a global scale, you may notice the launch of new policies, restrictions, or rules and regulations a lot quicker than the collective were expecting, which may come as quite a shock. For example, earlier launches of like digital currencies or governmental policies that were to come in later on in the next couple of years, you may start to see soft launches of those in the coming months that may surprise the collective. Apparently, it's an encouraging moment to get society to embrace a new way of living. And depending on how you feel about it, everybody's going to feel either positive or negative about it. It is change and it is occurring, and it's really about building a solid foundation to navigate these changes. What I can see that you're already doing in your energetic sphere, okay? Now, of course, we do have a Mercury retrograde, and it occurs on the 23rd of August. This is a time which can be a little bit more intense for the collective because it moves through the sign of Virgo. So this is where we'll cast a very critical eye on our past mistakes or our past in general, and it'll really force us to do better, to get more organized and get life back on track. Now, it can also encourage you to find an alternative approach or create a backup plan. So it doesn't mean that your original plan is not going to work out. It actually encourages you to have a safety net. So should there be any surprise changes, that you will be in a secure position to navigate those changes. Now, so that can be a positive energy. Also, Mercury retrograde, sometimes you can experience electronic devices breaking down or the internet being interfered with or the communication issues. So it's really important to double check like spam folders, because Mercury retrograde can really play havoc with important messages and also with travel. So I would always leave a little bit earlier if you're traveling anywhere to any destination or even to work, because Mercury retrograde can actually delay the process. But it's not all doom and gloom. We have a wonderful positive note, the Lion's Gate, which occurs on the 8th of August. It's an 8/8 portal that transforms your manifesting ability to the max. You have the strongest potential to increase prosperity during this period. So it is a perfect time to launch that new idea or that business. And it's also a great time to release outdated bad habits, heal old wounds, and look towards the future. Now, it has been a difficult couple of years. The world has seemed to be a little bit crazy, and it seems to go from even crazier to like, oh my gosh, how can it get even crazier than what it was before? The struggle has been real, but this is the season to be proud of your journey, proud of the steps that you've been taking so far, the navigation skills that you've had to weather any changes and difficult moments in your life. And you're encouraged to kick back, relax, recharge your batteries, and attract more fun and laughter into your life long term, because that actually increases your vibration, it levels you up, and it changes the collective consciousness as well. We are all one energy. So, I feel that's important to recognize over the coming years as well. Now, in particular for you, my beautiful Aries, your 11th house of hopes and wishes is starred for you. And also you've got the Magician card. So your manifestation skills, let me get my teeth back in my mouth. Your manifestation skills are stronger than usual. It's time to set an intention and watch the universe deliver either people or opportunities into your life, or things that you've been really desiring for quite some time. Some of you may feel a little bit more sociable than usual this month, wanting to get out there, bring more fun and spontaneity into your world. And I feel some of you, if you want to connect for business, there'll be networking opportunities. And I feel, you know, the internet can actually help you during this month as well. If you want to launch that online business, this is a very, very successful time to do that, shall we say. But I would just watch out. Mercury retrograde, sometimes if you're launching something during a Mercury retrograde, there can be delays, or you may have to go back and do it again. If you're trying to pay for something, the internet could stall and you don't know whether the transaction's gone through or not. So I feel, it's important to recognize setting up an opportunity. Do it before the retrograde if you can, okay? Now, your 5th house, the pursuit of pleasure, takes over mid-month. So that's really about letting your hair down and having fun, accepting invitations that come your way, coming out of your comfort zone, and seeking more fun and excitement in your life. So if you feel like your love life needs to have a bit of an overhaul or a revamp, this is the time to get out and connect to new people or experiences, because it's a perfect time to find love and romance. Also, you're going to be more creative than usual this month. You're going to find a creative outlet for all your energy, and you may start up new projects, or you just may, use art as a tool in order to be very cathartic and just channel your energy into creating something that makes you feel proud of yourself and your talents. Now, also, this is a perfect time to reignite that spark in any current relationships, remembering what you fell in love with in the first place. It's really about embracing your inner child, loving that inner child and allowing it to run free and really, rediscover part of yourself to have that wild spirit of yours just roaming and doing whatever it is you choose that makes you happy. Because I feel like you are rediscovering part of yourself that perhaps you feel disconnected from or have felt disconnected from for quite some time. Now, your 12th house, it influences you at the end of the month, and that is the deepest part of your chart. This month is going to be very busy for you. I'm not going to lie. I can see your chart that you're in a state of doing. You got the Magician card twice. So this is a really intense month for you, being really capable, focused, and, changing your life based on your commitment and your dedication and your willpower, as well as your energy. So this is a perfect time for you to really get clear on what you want. At the end of the month, you'll feel like withdrawing, recharging your batteries, and you may feel a little bit more spiritual or mindful at the end of the month, wanting to connect to your higher self, really connecting to spiritual practices, and seeking the deeper meaning in life, developing an acute awareness of what's important to you and what's not for your personal growth. Also, you may feel like taking yourself on a spiritual retreat or even getting out and having a vacation or a holiday there. I definitely get a sense here that you're trying to bring new adventures or new energy into your life. And you're starting with the star energy, so I feel like this month you're going to be really inspired. Lots of wonderful new ideas sparking in your brain. I feel like you're unstoppable in your energy. If you've been feeling low energy or low motivation recently, especially with your Queen of Wands in the resistance position and the Six of Pentacles, they're showing me that you've got a lot on and you tend to take on too much. Okay, so I feel, sometimes you struggle with perhaps delegating. Even in the family unit, you may be the one who's always like capable, you're doing everything for everybody else. And, sometimes it's important to say, okay, I'm going to let someone else take the strain this time round, because I feel like you have been doing a lot of overgiving. Now, you're a wonderful, generous soul. Don't ever change that about you. But it's really important to recharge your batteries and also readdress the balance. Reciprocity, reciprocity, reciprocity in your life. It's really important. Check in with the exchange. If you're always doing and you just feel like you're like giving your energy into an empty void, it's time to take stock and readdress the balance. Okay, now with the star energy, I feel like you're wishing for something. The manifestation card of the Magician tells me that you are searching for a sign or you have an expectation of something that you're working towards, that you're aligning yourself with it. You're going to have it, okay? The Death card and the Four of Wands, there's something to celebrate here. It's big, it's new, and it's going to change your life, whatever this is, okay? There's a new portal opening up for you where I think if you see it in your mind, you can have it in your hand. That's the way I'm seeing your energy for the month of August. It's really, really positive. It's like you're tuning yourself into something different, okay? I really feel this month is about clarity, seeing things that are working in your life, seeing things that are not working in your life, cutting out anything that's really derailing you or making you feel low energy. Because I feel like, I never really say this word, but they give me this energy of you're pumped, okay? You're excited, and you may not have felt like that for a while. So either you have something really important booked this month that's giving you that spring in your step. I definitely get a sense here that you have something to celebrate and it changes your outlook. Now, for some of you on a more local scale, you may be identifying things in your diet that have not been working with you, that have been causing irritation, bloating, or lethargy. I'm getting a sense of you really like putting a critical eye on, tempering your diet and making sure that you get a balanced diet as well. I feel like you are making sure that if there's any minerals or vitamins that are missing, I feel like you're finding an organic way to supply that to your body. And some of you may be looking at substituting some of the things that are perhaps not so healthy for you by using a healthier substance. So for example, if, sugar, it tends to be a naughty one. We all like it in some way, shape, or form. But if you feel like your body has been overloaded on it, or you're deciding to just cut it out so that it's good for your brain, I feel like you might substitute it with not just like fruit, that would be an obvious one, but you may actually do a little bit of exploring with cooking in order to make something that is healthy, tasty, and a little bit sweet, so that you can keep your optimum levels of energy up. So it could be like a guava syrup, or, you know, it could be honey. So I get a sense here that you're trying to find something organic. Now that's not going to resonate for everyone, of course, but I feel you may be a little bit more mindful about your food intake this month for some reason. I definitely see it as being important. Now, of course, it's important all the time, but I get a sense that you're paying more attention to it this month. So perhaps there's something like an allergic reaction, or something that perhaps highlights something that's not so good for you, and you're just fed up with it making you feel that way. So I feel like you're cutting it out. Okay. Now, the star energy, for some of you, you may have been healing something that perhaps you've been feeling a little bit out of sorts, off balance. Some of you may have been unwell and you're still trying to get back to best. I get a sense here that some of you have gone through something that has really robbed you of your energy or robbed you of your confidence, and you're just trying to like recalibrate and get back on track. This is definitely the month to get back on track. You're going to have optimum energy and you're going to be out there, you know, happening to life. If anyone has done you wrong, I see that from the sidelines, they're going to watch you thrive, survive, and elevate in areas of your life that even you didn't think were possible. And I feel they're going to be seething from the sidelines as they watch you elevate, okay? Now, we do have the Temperance card. So again, of course, that's all about balance. But most importantly, this card is about blending your energies to really make something happen that is special in your life. This is a card of finding meaning and purpose in the everyday. So I feel that you are keeping check of everything that you do. It's not that you're being really strict on yourself. I don't see that happening this month, but I feel like you're just keeping an eye on some things, like making sure diet's going okay, making sure that your finances are in check. And I get a sense here that you've been patiently working towards something that perhaps has at some point made you feel like it's not going to work, or you just felt like you're giving a lot of energy to it and it's not working out the way that you'd hoped for. You may have been struggling in some way, because I'm actually getting an energy here of you have been going through a lot of difficulty. You've been struggling with something and you've just been trying to like get on by, put a smile on it and just push on through. I feel like you're not dwelling in the energy, because you recognize that if you just stay dwelling in something, it just makes you feel even worse. So I get a sense that you're getting busy, moving forward, and, you know, creating new opportunities for yourself to be happy. With the Temperance card, I feel, and this is an energy that normally comes out for the Temperance card, but I get a sense here that some of you are desiring to, and I know it's a beautiful horse there, but there's like an affinity with animals. So some of you may actually want to adopt a pet, okay? And you may do it in August. I mean, I don't know anything about like breeding cycles of any pets or anything like that. So I just get a sense that some of you may be desiring to adopt a pet or a companion. It doesn't have to be a horse. I just get a sense of you like bringing a little one into your life, and it's going to light up your world, okay? So I definitely see for some of you, you're thinking about that. Now also the Magician card, it tells me that you are super talented. You're very gifted at what you do. You have a lot of natural gifts that you came to this lifetime with, and I feel you're in a state of productivity. You're going to be taking action this month. It is going to be a busy month, okay? I definitely get the beginning of the month. You're going to be doing a lot of things. You're going to be multitasking. You are going to be, finishing any projects that you started. Some of you may even feel compelled to like do a little bit of a DIY or restructure around the home space, because I really get a sense of some of you wanting to declutter or wanting to like take charge of a room and make sure that you put everything back in its place and get it clear. It's almost like clear space, clear mind is what I'm seeing here, okay? But the Magician card, it reminds you that ultimately you have a lot of power at your disposal, and sometimes you don't realize it, okay? I do see that some of you are really trying to rein in your stress levels or your pressure levels at the moment, and I get a sense here that you're trying to channel your energy into healthy pursuits, and whether that's exercise, whether that's creativity, or whether that's getting out and having fun with friends. I feel like you're actually trying to channel that pent-up energy because it actually recharges your battery. I know it sounds weird. They're just showing me like a car, and the way that they're showing me the car is like it has a battery that the more you run it, the more it charges. Now, I don't even know if that exists. Okay, that's what I'm seeing right now. Maybe it's something that someone is creating. It's probably something that's already created. I don't know anything about cars, but I feel it's like a comparison to you. The more you do things that make you feel good and happy and where you're getting your energy out and just having a great old time, the more you have energy, the more you attract good things. So I feel it's like a perpetual cycle. And some of you may have felt that life has got a bit heavy. It's got a little bit repetitive and dull. And you may feel that you yearn for new experiences. But with the Magician card, it reminds you that you have the power to change your destiny. So I feel you're taking some level of responsibility this month to get out there and either try new classes or new hobbies or new experiences, festivals, getting out into the community and just searching for things even localized to your neighborhood to do, so that you can, really awaken your senses and rediscover that wild soul that you're always meant to be, okay? Now, I do see that with the Magician card that you are in control of something. You're very intelligent. Your plans, you're making things happen. Okay, so I really get a sense here that you're in control and you're really focused this month on getting a lot done. You don't want to waste your time. With the Resistance position, this is basically, anything that's been getting in your way or holding you back or hasn't been working for you so far. We've got the Lovers card here. So for some of you, you may notice that, your business life is doing really well, but your love life is suffering. Perhaps you feel like you haven't got love in your life and you haven't got time to attract it. I get a sense that you're trying to readdress the balance, trying to adjust your schedule just to make sure that you have equal of love, work, happiness, and joy in your life, as well as responsibility, because I do get that you have a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. You have a lot going on right now, but I feel that for some of you, you may have felt like there's not a lot of options for you recently when it comes to love, and I feel some of you have been doubting your appearance, okay? You're actually very attractive. You tend to turn heads, but you don't notice it. I get a sense here that you are building your confidence, but you haven't quite got there yet. You're going to observe a lot of people in the month of August looking at you, okay? And they always look at you, but in the month of August, you're going to be very aware of it. You're going to catch people looking at you because they're attracted to you, okay? So that is going to give you a bit of a boost. And it's not about like aesthetics, of course, but I feel some of you, especially if you're looking for love, you may have been wondering why it's taken so long for love to show up for you. And I get a sense here that you've got a mission. You've got something else that you're called to do here. You've got a life's purpose. And I feel like you've been really focused on getting on that path. And as soon as you make a little bit more progress, and I definitely see that you are making progress, especially this month, that is when you're attracting new love. And it may even be connected to your true life's purpose path, okay? So if you are looking for love, there is love showing up for you. Have a little bit more confidence. Know that this person who's coming your way actually is attracted to you, okay? Because I feel like they're very flirty when they come in, and that may make you like be thinking, are they just here today, gone tomorrow? Are they just in it for the goodies? But actually this new person is in it for the long term is what I see here. This person, they want to, in the future, they'll want to settle down with you, and I see that you'll get engaged to that person as well. That's as far as I'm allowed to see at the moment for that energy. So just so you're aware, that is coming to you. Don't lose hope on love. Now, I gotta say though, with the Magician card there, it's really about you taking action and putting yourself in circumstances to meet that love head on. Okay, so I just want you to be aware of that. Now, also with the Lovers card in the Resistance position, some of you may have felt that you haven't been doing things that you love recently. You may have felt very disconnected from yourself. And some of you may have gone through like past situations, the woulda, coulda, shouldas, or the regrets. They're giving me something here which is very important, and we should all be aware of this. The past, yes, it happened, and we can learn from that past, but it's now an illusion. It no longer exists. It no longer has power over you. So you get to change your narrative. You get to move forward and make sure that you retain your power and don't let the past have power over you. So I feel like some of you are really disconnecting from past narratives that have perhaps robbed you of joy or have been very, very difficult to wrestle with. I get a sense here that it is a new energy, new cycle, new era, new you coming through here. Now, also, the Lovers card, there has been a bit of an imbalance in your world, and On a more personal level, I am getting like a hormonal imbalance there. So some of you may have been going through a different cycle in your life where your hormones have been doing a lot of fluctuating. Okay, so whether you are, going through the menopause or you've had an unwellness, there's definitely a recalibration here. Take the time you need to get back on track. Take it easy. Okay, I definitely see you identifying what has been causing this like imbalance, and you will, I feel, organically find a way to address it and get back on track, okay? It's not going to last forever, so I just want you to be aware of that. Also, with the Lovers card, this is really at grassroots. It's about attracting what you truly desire, and you've been manifesting hard. And you may have felt that whatever it is that you've been trying to manifest towards you has just not been showing up for you. And you may have felt that the universe has almost like forgotten you. But the Six of Pentacles is there to remind you that the universe is about to bestow a nice surprise upon you. Okay, I feel like the universe is going to be more generous towards you over the coming months. And unexpected resources are actually going to show up for you. Ones that you will celebrate. Now, these could be financial in some way, but I feel this month I'm being given expect the unexpected, and they're giving me, because of your generosity, it's almost like a boomerang. Now is your good karma moment where things are coming back around for you, because things have been unfair in the distribution and things have been a struggle. I do see that you've had a real test of faith recently, but I get a sense here that the balance is going to be set. Also, I'm getting an energy here of, with the Six of Pentacles, there's someone that you used to know. Either you lent this person money or... so it's really unusual, because when you lend someone money and they have no intention to pay it back, you never see them for dust, right? But I get a sense there's someone here that either you did a good favor for them or you gave them money. This person, they reach out to you in the month of August because I feel like they've been hustling away to try and get the money to pay you back. This person, they really care about giving back, okay? But I feel it has taken them some time to get there. So you may be surprised with that also. With the Queen of Wands, this is a card of your passion, and it's in the resistance position. So some of you may have felt like you've lost that sparkle, especially in the last couple of years. We've all collectively gone through a very traumatic experience where our world has been changed. And I feel like you're trying to find your place in that world and really try to rediscover your passions, because it just feels like, what's the point? Or that life, some of the things you even used to love doing, you may feel that they're not as fulfilling as they used to be. And you've been doing a lot of questioning. Well, in the month of August, I actually see that you revitalize your spirits and that passion starts to get ignited again. I get a sense here that you're going to meet soul connections, either by getting out there in like communal events or things that really set your soul on fire. I feel August, that Leo season energy, is going to really help you, my beautiful Aries, because of course you're a fire element as well. So I feel like you're reigniting your passions for what you do, and your passion really is your power. But more importantly, I feel like if you've been feeling that you've been disconnected or separate from your passions in some way, I feel like that spark is about to return. And I feel like you become more yourself than you have been for quite some time. Some of you, as I said, you've been feeling low energy, but the month of August, you identify the source, whether it's a person or a situation that's been draining you, and I feel like you really cut it out. You're changing your world for the better. And also with the Queen of Wands here, I feel like you're magnetic. It is a card of magnetism in the actual tarot. And you've got two magicians as well. So this month you are drawing things towards you with your magnetic power. You're more powerful than you think, okay? Remember, thoughts are becoming things. If you need a person to help you with a book launch, suddenly the universe is going to put you in a situation to meet someone who can help you. So I definitely get a sense here that whatever it is you are desiring at this time, the universe is orchestrating things behind the scenes to help it show up for you, to make your life easier to be on your true life's mission path, okay? Now we've got the Magician card again, and that is your manifestation. This is the outcome. So whatever it is you're manifesting, you're going to have it show up in your world. You're dedicated, you're focused, and you're going to make progress. Now, it depends, of course, on what you're focusing on. Everybody wants something different. So I get an energy of some of you wanting to relocate. I get a sense of some of you wanting to heal. And I also get a sense of some of you wanting to elevate in your career. And I feel all of you are going to reach, at different times, you're going to reach what you were setting out to reach in the first place, okay? Now, it's really interesting. They're showing me in the water a volcano. Now, I did a reading for you all a couple of days ago, and you may have got a volcano then as well. I'm not sure, not 100%. Someone got a volcano, but it's showing up again in the water. So either we're going to see like a major volcanic event. I mean, volcanoes, they erupt all the time, and some of them barely make the news. So maybe some of us are going to see like a major volcano event. I don't know why it keeps showing up in the water, but I'm going to read it in terms of energy for you. And I get a sense here that you are, it's almost like you're creating new landscapes in your life, okay? I feel like your passion has been pent up for a while, and it's about to like explode to the surface. And suddenly, you know, you are creating new landscapes. That's what I'm getting. More solid things in your life. So, you know, better job opportunities. Some of you may even be rediscovering parts of yourself that you felt you'd lost touch with. Some of you are even going to open yourself up to traveling to new lands and really go on a bit of an adventure. So for example, if you are retired, you may be looking at where you belong in the world, doing a little bit of soul searching and really connecting to your true life's purpose. And some of you may feel yearnings to emigrate to another country, or you feel you want to purchase a holiday home, or you're saving for a big change in your life in some way, or a big travel, a big adventure. So I really get a sense that you are redefining what it means to be you, but also you're discovering new lands, as it were. That's what I'm seeing there for you. Also, I keep getting this energy that some of you may be looking at your anger. Okay, it came up earlier before I did your reading, and I didn't want to mention it, of course, until it comes up again in the water. I'm scrying at the same time, and they're just showing me like a boxing glove, and like, well, the way they're showing me is someone like punching a wall, it looks like, with a boxing glove. So, I mean, if I was to decode that literally, it may be someone out there is a boxer, a professional boxer, and you may have felt that you've hit a brick wall in your career. I feel like you're going to have a major breakthrough, okay? But for the majority energy, some of you, I'm getting this energy of trying to manage your stress levels, but also manage your anger and not let the little things annoy you, because you recognize that it's not good for your health, and ultimately, it's not benefiting you in any way. So for example, I feel like you're letting go of all grudges. If there's anybody who's triggering you, I feel like you're approaching things or stressful situations in a different way this month and going forward, because you recognize that if you get angry, the only person you're hurting is you, not the other person, not the situation. Even if you're like driving down the freeway and someone cuts you up, and it could have been dangerous, but you were fine, I feel like you're not allowing that level of stress to impact your energy and destroy your moment or destroy your day, because ultimately you're changing your own energy. I know the incident did, but if you hold on to that, it hurts you, not the other person. The other person like couldn't care less. They're being, really careless in their life. So I feel like you're recognizing what's important and what's not, and I feel like you're really trying to manage your stress levels as well, okay? Now, we have the Four of Wands. Something to celebrate is coming your way, okay? This is a card of letting your hair down and just embracing the moment. So I feel a lot of you are making major changes in your life to try and bring more joy, more spontaneity, and just some good fun into your life, because you may have felt that things have been a struggle or just difficult. I also get a sense that some of you are returning home to wherever you feel is home. So you may take a quick trip during this period. You may see family, friends, reunite with people that you haven't seen for a while. Some of you may even find a property or real estate that reminds you of a home space that you used to live in. And I get a sense here with that Four of Wands, this is really about harmony in relationships and just going out and having a good time, spending time in good company. I get a sense also with the Four of Wands, something major that you've been preparing for is going to show up for you, okay? And it brings stability. It's a perfect time for you to get what you want, is what they're saying. So I feel like you are going from strength to strength. I also get a sense that some of you are getting a broader view of your life, and I feel it's helping you know your path and know yourself a little bit more as well, okay? Now we've also got the Death card, so major change happening here. Something is ending. I feel like you're looking at things in your life like, is it a struggle? Yes. Is it worth the struggle though? No. Then cut it out. I feel like you're really working on like a new term with yourself. It's like, if it's not making you feel good, I feel like you're cutting it out. I get a sense that life is too short not to enjoy yourself or not to thrive. And I feel with the Death card, something big is ending for you, okay? And I get a sense that you're making space for a new beginning, or you're transitioning to something greater. This card is really about doors opening for you, and I get a sense that you're breaking old habits, being a new, like, revitalized version of yourself, brimming with potential. And I actually see that having that level of confidence helps you attract more things to be happy about in your life, okay? Also with the Death card, I get a sense here that it's like your energy returns. There's like a rebirth here, a regeneration. Now, I also get an energy here of you opening to like new opportunities. You're evolving in some way. For example, in your career, those of you who want to know about your career, I feel like you've been working really hard and you actually stand out this month as being someone who is to be elevated for more success. So definitely promotion available to you. There's a portal of change in your career. There may be more responsibility. I'm just going to check in with the money for you to see what's going on there. For those of you who are looking for love, there is a potential to meet love. But embrace it with confidence, because I feel like you're going to manifest someone that perhaps you've been thinking about for quite some time. I don't think it's an ex. I just want you to be aware of that. Some of you may want to heal something with an ex. There is a potential to do that. But I really want you to be aware that that person, it's not that they're selfish. I get a sense that they're really focused on themselves at the moment, because a lot of things have been going wrong in their life and they seek you for sanctuary. They come towards you. They do love you. There is passion there. They're attracted to you. But at the same time, they see you as a beacon of strength in their life, the person that they can turn to when things go wrong. But you want them long term. They cannot be in it for a season with you. So I feel like you're really looking at new love if you are connecting to someone from the past. I feel like you're looking at their actions over their words, and if their actions do not meet their words, I really get a sense that you are leaving it behind, okay? Now, we've got the Five of Pentacles to start. So some of you are struggling. You may be looking at all the effort you're putting into things and feeling that you deserve more money. You've been putting in so much effort and you just feel that you're not fairly recompensed for it, or you're not being paid the salary that you should be on with that. I feel like there's a longing for more, okay? And you are going to get more. With the Five of Pentacles there, this is a very important card where it's like, things are not as bad as you seem. This window kind of represents like sanctuary. There is sanctuary. There is a wish being delivered to you. You can't see how you're going to be helped out in this situation, but the universe is going to step in because you're actually taking steps to change your life yourself. So I feel like there is something to celebrate. I mean, all the cards that I'm pulling out, it tells me that there is a reward or something to be celebrating. The Two of Wands, this is ambitious, restless. So if some of you feel like you've hit a glass ceiling in your career, I feel like you may be either looking further afield or looking at leveling up for a promotion. You may be coming out of a comfort zone, because remember, if you always do what you always do and you're not happy with what you got, it's time to change. And I feel this card is about mapping your progress, and I feel like there are some developments that are happening behind the scenes that are going to be very rewarding. But also I get a sense here that you're envisaging something new. And it may be that you are starting a new business, an entrepreneurship, or something, you know, on the sidelines that will actually take off and be very, very lucrative. I feel like the world is your oyster. Three of Cups tells me something to celebrate. I feel like you will be happy and proud of the way things have gone for you at the end of the month. Eight of Pentacles, more money coming in, but you worked really hard for it. So you may do extra in the office or extra hours, or you just go that extra mile and it shows. You're going to get some sort of promotion, elevation, and I definitely see that some of you may even take a course of learning or implement a new craft or skill that helps you level up and be ahead of the competition. The Star energy, you are literally going from strength to strength. There's a lot of success here, and I feel the Star sees you standing out from the crowd. This is you elevating, or as I said, promotion energy. It's about being in the spotlight and recognized for your skills. There is really good news here when you get this card. Also, let me just pull one more card. I'm just going to put these back, and Also, I feel getting out and being in the company of good people really recharges your batteries and sets your soul on fire. Just, you know, some friends, when you meet them, you leave walking on air. I feel like you're going to connect more to those sort of people this month, okay? We got the Five of Wands and we got the Wheel of Fortune. So any difficulty, the universe is stepping in to change your circumstances. I feel with the Five of Wands, you've been in training. You may have felt that life has been, as I said, a bit of a battle recently, but I feel like the challenges, you're meeting them head on, and I feel like you are, you know, making your mark in the world in some way. And with the Wheel of Fortune, I get a sense that there's a lucky break for you this month. The universe is sending you a resource that you were hoping for but not expecting, and I get a sense that it changes your destiny and your luck forever, okay? Any leaps of faith that you're taking, the gamble will pay off, and I really get a sense that there's going to be lots of coincidences that happen for you, lots of double numbers. If you think about something, you may see it. Let me see if they're giving me any signs for you this month to look out for, because some of the readings this month is really bizarre. It's almost like my guides, it's not that they're on holiday, but I get a sense that, you know, they're not giving as much music or images this month, because it's almost like this is about you rediscovering that passion within yourself. This is a big month. So I feel it's, rather than outside influences, I feel it's more inwards this month. That's the most important energy. So let me just see. Any signs? Okay, I mean, look at that, magic. You got the card of magic again, and the power being in your hands. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Not giving me any signs. I'll always be honest when I say whether they give me a sign or not. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Okay, they're showing me a dice right now. Okay, one more. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? Okay. So we have alchemy, magic. So there's definitely something pretty magical about this month for you. The power is literally in your hands. This is the equivalent of the Magician card again. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Lots of feathers. Lots. I know there's a wing here. That's not a feather. It's a wing. But they're showing me lots of feathers for you. And it's not just going to be one. There's going to be a cluster of feathers. This indicates that you are not alone. Your guides walk with you. And they're helping you towards something that you've been either expecting or that you've been hoping for. They're like guiding you towards it. And when you see those feathers, you will know that you are right on track. That is a sign that you are right on track, okay? And something you're wishing for will be delivered to you, okay? Now, it's number 43, so this is about finding magic in the everyday and that you are magic. I definitely see some sort of miracle is showing up for you, and I feel having faith is important this month, okay? Yeah, I get a sense that you're going places as well, so whether that's you're taking a trip, or whether you are elevating in your career, I definitely see lots of movement in your month. We've got atoms building. So whatever it is that you are trying to create in your world, I feel like things are starting to come together. I get a sense that things are bubbling up for you as well. It's number 40. Okay, when you reduce it, that's number 4. You've got lots of 4s in your reading, which tends to mean that there is a solid foundation that you're building and that you are attracting more wealth into your life. This card is really about everything is connected, and I mentioned that at the beginning, the collective mind. You are electric and you're vibing at a different frequency this month, and I definitely see that you're putting plans in motion, and anything that's been stagnant or unnatural or is just impeding your growth, you're disconnecting from it. There are infinite possibilities for you to make space for more success in your world, and I feel that you're being guided on your path to people and situations that you're meant to meet to change your life forever. We've also got outer core, fluidity. So that's about being flexible, of course. And number 12 is the Hangman energy. So something you've been waiting for. I feel it's been taking its time. And I get a sense here that keeping a healthy mind is what is coming through there. Okay, thanks so much. I'm sure grateful. Keeping a healthy mind keeps you clear. Don't know what that's meant to mean. Maybe it's about the food substances you eat. Sometimes, you know, people always say if they have coffee in the morning, they can, see straight, or they can get clear on stuff. I feel like you're trying to find substitutes for things like that. But I get an energy here of you, like, it's not being reborn. That sounds so not what I'm trying to get. It's almost like you are changed this month in some way, where you are free. You are embracing that wild side, where you are looking for a new adventure. I mean, some of you may literally go to the ocean and feel connected. I get a sense here that you're letting go of any grudges. You're actually, changing your mind on some things, and it kind of frees you up. I just get a sense of freedom. We've also got endurance rock, okay? And that is about you sticking to your plans. Now, when I said change your mind on things, I feel it's that you may find an alternative approach, okay, to plans that are already existing. Because I feel something that exists already is going to work for you, but you may change your approach, or you may change the way you look at it. Sometimes when we detach ourselves from the outcome, it comes to us quite quickly, okay? Because the universe wants to deliver it in a certain way that we'll feel even more happy with. When you get this card, it's number 20. That's the judgment energy. So I feel it's about you sticking to your path, being on the right path. And I get a sense here that you are very, very strong. You've had to be strong. And I feel you need to look for more groundedness in chaotic situations. And I feel that sometimes the obstacle that you've been going through is the way through. So breaking through it. And I feel like it's important not to be discouraged by any slow progress, because progress is being made, no matter how slow it is, okay? Also, we've got solidity, inner core. It's interesting, you've got inner and outer core today. So it's definitely for the month of August. Your inner world will reflect on your outer world, and it's really important to find happiness within. That's when it reflects on the outside. That's what I mean with tuning your frequencies or changing your energy. Solidity, I definitely see more peace of mind coming your way, and plans that you have in motion start to be solidified and start to take shape. Okay, so I'm actually getting an energy of you getting something that you've been working towards. It's almost like you're either closing a project or you're getting an opportunity to launch something. It's a big deal. You may have been uncertain about it, but I definitely get a sense that you're not being derailed. You're keeping your focus. Also, some of you, if you see those two minds there, they're like the world. It looks like the worlds together. Some of you may have felt like your brain has been a bit scattered recently, where you couldn't think clearly, or you couldn't find the words, or you meant to say one sentence and another word comes out. I definitely get a sense here that you are looking at diet-related things that are going to make you feel more clear, okay? Also, a lot of you have been under a lot of pressure, so it's important to recharge your batteries, and once you do that and take a little bit of rest, I feel your thoughts will go back to normal, okay? That's probably not going to resonate with everyone, but that's what's coming out, so I'm going to leave it like that, okay? I'm just going to go and get a trinket or a rune before we close. Oh, they've only given you one rune. Interesting. So we have the wisdom rune. Now, this is really about having faith. It's about inspiration. Some of you, it's about seeking advice or opening yourself up to new ways of doing things. Some of you are doing a lot of learning this month, apprenticeships, or you're deciding to go into teaching, or you are being taught something that will help you and benefit you in your life. You may have been dealing with some sort of disruption that you've experienced in the past, but now you're getting back on track. And I feel a lot of you are taking action and implementing the lessons that you've learned towards where you want to go, so that you don't repeat any cycles that will be negative and impede your path. Now, it is the God rune, so I definitely get a sense that you are being gifted by the universe this month, and that you have more power in a situation than you take credit for, okay? You'll see that power come to the fore in the month of August. Now, I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Also, they're showing me a cup right now before I leave. It's like it looks like there's some sort of yellow or golden liquid in there. There's a cup, and on the side there is a ladybug, whatever you want to call it, okay? So it could be that it's good luck you'll be celebrating in the month of August, or something that you love, or you've been following your bliss in some way, and there's going to be some good news on that. Ladybugs are all about good luck. It could literally mean that you're sitting there drinking a beer, and suddenly a ladybug lands on your glass. So please take these images as they resonate, because they may mean nothing in this moment, but then suddenly everything starts to slot into place, okay? And things start to mean something. So I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, and love and light.